Hi everyone, so I'm here in Goa on a solo trip this time, and I'm so excited because I have been to Goa before, but this is my first time coming here all by myself, living in a hostel and getting to know strangers and becoming friends with them. So it's so exciting. But I thought, while I'm here, why not try to answer a couple of your questions. We do have a couple of questions which are very interesting, and one that I was very surprised to see because I haven't gotten one of these in a while. So make sure that you watch my video till the very end if you want to see the answer to this particular question. So let's talk about things you want to know from me. So there has been several questions about my favorite protein powder, which is Cosmix powder. So I have been talking about Cosmix a long time now in Instagram. I have been using their plant protein powder for over a year and a half now. Recently I was introduced to their plant protein powder, which comes in summer flavors, which was I think Ratnagiri, mango and pina colada. And of the two, I absolutely love the mango flavor. It is so good. You would not believe that it's protein powder, but it's amazing. If you're looking for buying anything from Cosmix, make sure to use my code Nayana and you will get 10% off. I got a very interesting question, which is the first time I'm hearing this question, but it is, what are the career scope in sustainability? It's a very interesting question because I recently did my certification in environmental management from IISc Bangalore. The thing is, there are a lot of courses, postgraduate mostly, on sustainability. Even I think there are bachelor's degree also today. There are NGOs or organizations that you can join afterwards to help with their, field work if needed. There are options for becoming environmental engineer, where you join corporates or organizations to help them reduce their trash and waste through technology. You can become a sustainability managers in the private sector. A lot of companies today have that role called a sustainability manager or a environmental manager. Or you can go into research and develop new products to help with the waste overload that we have on the world. You can do that. You can become a teacher. You can become an environmental consultant to help small brands or businesses to reduce their waste or help with their waste management. You could start a business for waste management to help cities manage their waste in better ways. So there are multiple options for you. You can just search on it online and you will find plenty. So if you're interested in sustainability, make sure that you check out which colleges have a valid degree or a valid certification. Yeah, I would say there are plenty of options. So you could probably check out and choose for yourself based on your needs and restrictions. Next question is, tell us about your hobbies. So my hobbies used to be to sing and dance and all of that, but it hasn't been happening a lot now. In the recent years, I have not been able to sing or dance as much. But I do hope to take up dancing in some form and go learn a new form of dancing if possible. That is on my checklist. I want to start swimming. I can't swim, and I really want to swim because I've missed out on opportunities in Goa. If that would have been better if I could swim. So I really want to learn to swim. So that's another hobby that I want to take up. Otherwise my life is filled with a lot of social media, editing, shooting, putting my stuff up. My store is there, making products for my store. All these take up a lot of my time, so I don't really have a lot of time for other hobbies. So yeah, these are hobbies I want to pursue, hopefully. So the next question is a very common one I get every time I talk to people. So it is, how to convince family and friends to follow a sustainable lifestyle. Okay, so I would just say, don't expect anything from others when you start your sustainable lifestyle. I know that when you're starting it, you're very excited, you're so eager to do the best, and you expect your family also to understand what you do. But that's not the case. All of us have our own journeys. Sometimes it may take them longer to understand why it's important. Sometimes they may not understand it. So if you start your journey hoping that you are going to be able to bring everybody into this journey, that's just going to be disappointing, and you're just going to burn out. So just stick to your own things, as in things that you can control, which is yourself and your habits. You can't control what other people do. So just try and concentrate on controlling what you can control, and that is your habits, things that you do. And you can always hope that what you're doing will inspire them to do the same. But I would say don't keep high hopes, because I know people who have never changed their ways, even in spite of seeing people do it day in and day out. So don't hope. If they do it, it's a bonus, but otherwise don't take it personally. It's not about you, it's their journey. Don't take it personally, don't take it as a personal failure. Just know that you are doing your best, and that's all that's required. Okay, the next question is about my store, the Green Circle. So why are you not taking orders on Swiggy Minis? So when I started my page, I did start a page on Swiggy Minis as well, but I've come to realize that it's not as easy to have two websites. Most pages on Swiggy Mini is there because they don't have their own website. So that's the reason why Swiggy Minis is very useful for a lot of small businesses. But as somebody who's used both my own website and Swiggy Minis, there's a lot of limitations in Swiggy Minis of things you can control there, and a lot of things you have to do manually. Every time, say, somebody buys my stuff, the inventory doesn't decrease automatically. I have to go and decrease it, and things like that, which was not very easy. It was taking a lot of time from my side. So I realized, like, because of the fact that I do have my own website, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have both Swiggy Mini and my own website side by side, especially with the limitations that Swiggy Mini has. So if in case minis start having much more options for me to keep an inventory also there easily, then maybe I can come back. But until then it's very hard, because say somebody buys my stuff on my website, then I have to go update that manually on Swiggy Mini, because otherwise it cannot get connected to each other, and it's very, very hard. So that is what made me stop using Swiggy Minis, and I would hope that you can just buy my products from my own website, which would be easier. How do you track the impact of your sustainability actions? That's a very, very, very good question. And to be honest, I don't track the impact as much. It's just gonna be much harder. We don't have like exact numbers for, if you do this amount of carbon footprint is reduced. You don't have an exact number. I know there are online calculators on how much you're impacting and stuff, but that's very vague. It's a very vague thing. It's not including everything that you do. There are limitations to those calculators too. So being able to calculate each and every impact, each and every action you do and its impact is just impossible. So I don't think about calculating my impact. I just know that whatever I'm doing is good enough. I'm doing the best of my ability, so that makes me happy, and I don't want to have to calculate everything. Today I went to the grocery store, I walked there, or tomorrow I use the cycle. What is the difference? Is cycle worse than walking? So that's a lot of mental load. That's too much of mental load. So I say, if you're doing enough, that's enough. Do not try and calculate your daily impact on the environment. That's just gonna pull you down. So just do your best. You know what you want to do. If you're somebody who's already doing things you want to do better, there are always things you can do better. But don't try to calculate everything and make it messy. It just will pull you down and make you feel disheartened. So just do your best and be happy about it. So the next question is, any plans to start small online Zoom workshops or 21-day workshops? I do have a plan to make a workshop on how to choose second-hand products from Facebook Marketplace or in online spaces, but I don't have a certain skill set that needs 21 days to teach or anything. So the things I know I can finish in 1 or 2 days max, like maybe 2 hours or 3 hours each day. That's more than enough for like something I want to teach. So yeah, I will have an online workshop sometime soon. So stay tuned for that so that you don't miss the workshop when it's announced. So the next question is, how did I learn video editing? I want to learn it, but I'm a bit scared to learn it. So I learned video editing just through YouTube. I did not do any course on video editing. I have started editing videos over 6 or 7 years back, and I started with just watching a lot of free YouTube videos. There are so many great videos to learn different software. So the software I use is Adobe Premiere Pro, and I've been using it for so long. I think you don't need to do a course or anything, just do a search for free YouTube videos. There are lots of playlists of videos that you can just follow and you will be able to learn. But give yourself time to learn. Don't rush it, because that will just become intimidating for you. Take it slow so that you will retain what you learn. Otherwise, you will keep forgetting what you're learning. And also make sure that you practice while you're learning also. Don't be afraid of starting. Just start this journey, and you don't need to choose Premiere Pro. If it's too complicated for you, you can choose any other software as well. There are easy softwares available now online, free of cost too. So choose one that seems easy enough for you to learn. So the next question is, how can a hostelite be sustainable? So I do have a video already about how can teenagers be more sustainable. Please do check out that video. I will link it down in the description box below, because I've explained very well how you can try and be more sustainable in spite of people around you not following anything sustainable in their lifestyle. But it is possible for you to do it by yourself. Even if you don't have like an income or you depend on your parents, it is possible. So try and watch that video, and I'm sure that it will help you out a lot. So the next question is something everybody is very curious about. What do I do for a living? I am a full-time content creator and an entrepreneur. I do have my own online small business, which is on selling upcycled products. So that is a part of my, what I earn from, but that is only a small part of my earnings. It doesn't make me enough to sustain myself. So my main earnings come from doing collaboration videos which are paid from brands. So that is my main source of income right now. I do get like a small tiny bit of income from YouTube, but it's not sustainable in any way. It's a meager amount. Brand collaborations are what pays me the money to be able to live my life. But I do plan to hopefully put out like a Patreon or a YouTube group, so that you can support me if you find my videos valuable, or if you find that I've helped you in some way. Being able to have a strict monthly income really helps, because I am a freelancer and I don't make a lot of money every month. Some months may be great, some months not so much. You don't have a constant income every month, which does lead to a lot of stress. I do hope to put out a Patreon account soon. If you find value in what I share and you feel that you can support me in my work, it would be great, and I would not have to desperately look for a lot of brand collaborations either, because that would help me sustain my channel, my Instagram page and everything that I do. And hopefully you will be one of those who will be happy to support me there. So yeah, fingers crossed. And now comes the best question of all, that I had not been receiving at least for a while now, but again I am receiving it again here. When will you become a mom? Eagerly waiting for baby sustainable product ideas from you. So I may not become a mom. I may not. I have decided now that I don't want to have my own baby. I don't want to give birth. That I'm very clear about now. But whether I will have an adopted kid in the future, I'm not sure. I don't know yet. I may change my mind and maybe I will decide that I want to be a mother. But if that's the case, I will be adopting for sure. But if you want sustainable baby products, I could definitely make videos on it. I mean, I know that I don't need to be a mother. I have friends who are mothers who are also sustainable. I could have them make videos on it. I could get the knowledge from them and put a video on it. That's always possible. I don't think I need to be a mother to know what are the sustainable options available for a new mother, or even a mother with kids, school going kids. I could always do that. I don't think I need to be a mother to do that. Apparently, I forgot to shoot the end of this video, and I'm back from Goa. I had a great time there, a lot of fun. Thank you so much for all the questions that you shared here. I am so glad that you had some very interesting questions, and I was very excited to answer them for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next video coming up next week. So until then, stay happy, stay mindful.